All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep this show rolling right along with one of my all-time favorite comedians. I always say he is just always spot on and relevant and just immensely funny and charming. Please put your hands together for the very wonderful Mr. Darrell Johnson.
Hey, keep it going for your host, Sean McCarthy. Killing it. All right. How is everybody? You guys all right? Good. Happy 420. I know everybody's been wishing it. They finally got the black guy out here on the weed holiday. Came to represent. I too grew up on the in Maryville, the Maryville area. There's a theme going on. We're all Trevor Brown dropouts. Surprise. Class of 04, baby. We're all pushing 40 now, doing this shit. No, it's great. I actually went to Independence High School, so I was right. I was right in the middle. I was in the middle. It was like, you can go to Trevor Brown or you can go to Glendale. I was like, fuck no, I ain't going to neither one of those schools. Independence was a weird school. Because everybody got kicked out of Trevor Brown, wound up in Independence anyway. So we were just, I don't know. That was a weird time. You got kicked out? The weird thing about that school is there used to be a cemetery right across the street. Like, no joke, it's covered by a gate. That's where everybody used to go and smoke weed on 420. We all went over there. The skaters be over there smoking cigarettes, and the skinheads be listening to Pantera, walking around all angry. You know, like, you remember those days? Yeah. They all hung out at the top of the hill, you know? The skinheads didn't really fuck with anyone, because they weren't real skinheads. They saw the first half of American History X and were like, all right. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Fucking idiots. That was a great time. Oh, man. I'm a huge weed smoker. The thing that bothers me is now it's legal, right? So now it's all recreational, so it's all commercial and shit. And I'm like, damn it. I miss when it was still like a taboo thing, like, don't smoke it, your daughter's gonna date a Negro, you know, like. I was about those fears. I was about that. We still had some mystique to us, you know? White people used to have a healthy amount of fear of black people. Rap music slowly eased you guys into your comfort zone with this. And then all of a sudden, weed's legal now. They're like, we used to use that to find out what white people were cool. That white guy with the dreads was not just a stereotype. That let us know, this guy's not racist. There's no way. Nobody smokes weed and says, now let me tell you what I think about black people. It's never a conversation. Even if you are racist, when you're high, that's not the thought process. That's not what's going through your mind, right? It's not an angry thing. And you might be like, nigga, pass that. But you're like, hey, Justin, we're in a circle of trust here, yes. Please ask me to just pass you the blunt next time, right? You know? Eminem hasn't even fully gotten that pass yet. Like, come on now. These are just regular white guys out here. It's great, man. I think for every President's Day, they should also highlight the presidents that smoke weed. They were like the coolest presidents. You didn't have to like their politics, but they were fucking cool people. Bill Clinton, unconfirmed but very true, Barack Obama, and possibly Bobby Kennedy. I don't know what was going on back then, but I always remember when they had, when the Obama administration was first in office, they would have all the, hey, can you guys do the anti-drug ads like they used to do back in the day in the Bush administration, which didn't work. Neither Bush were at all. People were getting pregnant and doing drugs. And they had abstinence. They had AC Green from the Phoenix Suns out here giving away abstinence bears. All your little rent-a-cops that they put at your schools to go out there and talk to you on the assemblies about drugs. Watch out for scary men that give you drugs. Like, I got high with my uncle this weekend. What the fuck are you talking about? Come on now. Girl sitting there pregnant, 16 and pregnant, comes on MTV. All the schools were ready. All these girls were ready to get on that show. The minute they found out they were coming to visit the high school, trying to get pregnant. There you go, right out the window. It's horrible. We learned horrible things, guys. And every time I think about President's Day, these kids today learn all the same shit we had to learn. All the slave owners on dollar bills. Don't give a fuck about those guys. Put a 20-year cap on it. Start with the Clinton blowjob. There's a generation of kids out there that were not born without the internet. They don't know what life was like before internet porn. The Playboy and the Treehouse, they'll never know that shit. That won't make sense to them. They'll never know how uncomfortable it was to sit and watch Dateline or 60 Minutes and hear the announcer trying to avoid the word blowjob and cum shot in front of your parents talking about Monica Lewinsky. Like, what the fuck is happening? Well, why is there white stuff on the dress? Like, pretty traumatic for a child. But you also learn some lessons from that story. I'm serious. There's lessons to be learned from the Clinton blowjob. For instance, if you don't swallow, don't wear dark blue or black. And if you swallow, there's no scandal at all. Look at that, man. You see that? They swallowed all the evidence. There's nobody knows. The Obama administration thing was funny, though, because they did want them to try and do the anti-drug ads and shit. And Obama had just gotten elected. He was like, fuck no, I just got all these young people to like me. Like, I'm good. And so they refused to do it. So there was no, like, anti-drug ads or whatever. Now, everybody was kind of like, well, it's because, Obama wanted to change things and he wanted to do change in America. And I said, it's because he smokes weed and he don't need that investigation. He doesn't need anyone trying to look into. He tried to get through that scandal free because he knew. He knew Clint Eastwood was talking to an empty chair and people were lynching it off ropes outside their front yard. Like, God damn, he didn't even say nothing. So he had to go undercover. He said, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pretend that I don't care about the weed. But all deep down inside, guys, we know that if there was ever a president who not only would legalize it, but could tell you what strains you need and what things to help America, it's Obama, all right? That's the only reason he was as calm as he was. He went gray real quick because he had to cut that shit out. Everybody was watching him. He got through 2008 real smooth, coming out. What's important to remember, American people have the right to vote. And remember, there is a sativa, and we have indica. We also have the hybrids. He could sell those at his out there in Chicago, when he was early. Now he had to get up in front of people, and then he goes, I can't do this. He had to go gray real quick. Kept the Black and Mild right in his pocket. What's important to remember, every time, the American people have the right to bear arms and choose whether or not they want to be gun owners, registered for their children, for this generation, or for the next. Thank you. And that's how you'd handle mass shootings. And then you come in, same deal. Mr. President, what about COVID? Well, the American people have the right to wear a mask if they choose. We'll talk with the CDC. We'll get back with you. No, hey, that's how it'll go. Every time. Beautiful thing. Weed smoking presidents, guys. I'm telling you, they're the best. I don't know if Trump smoked weed, but holy shit. Could you imagine? Could you imagine it? He may have discovered something new. I always said Trump was the guy that used to go into the work meeting, and then he'd get right on Facebook and talk all the shit about his job, everything about, don't pay your State Farm bill this month. Here's what's happening. Like, holy shit, this guy's giving a the real deal. I remember when everybody was all, he's a white supremacist. The leader of the white supremacists, Donald Trump. That was in a Time magazine. I was like, okay. Like, I give the guy a hard time, but call him a white supremacist. That's a little harsh, because no one's done more than he has to prove there's nothing superior about being white. All right? I'll tell you that right now. Come on, guys. I'm the only black comic on the lineup. I gotta get one in there, all right?
We all know his drugs pussy.
Hey, there you go. Oh, I can't wait for that book to come out one day. That scandal, just reading through, like, holy shit, he was putting up Wilt Chamberlain numbers. And not the basketball ones. Wild times, man. Absolutely, absolutely. Anybody ever get so high and order food and then you forgot you ordered food? Yeah, that happened to me recently. That recently happened to me, and I was sitting there, I was high as a kite, I was in the zone, and all of a sudden, and I was like frozen, my heart was in my throat, I was like, oh shit, they smelled the weed through the door, some Karen was walking her chihuahua and was like, oh, it's the Negro up there. The one that looks like the Cool Runnings guy. That's him. That's him. He has a lucky egg. I don't know. Always be on me. I figured that would be the one time I'd have to tell a cop, like, I got my medical card, but I'm not gonna reach for my phone. I don't know what to do. Like, he's freaking out. Tase him, you know? Like, no. I don't know what to do with my hands, officer. But that's a horrible thought to have, right? And it's even worse when you're high because you're super paranoid about it. So my whole thing was like, after that, I started getting selective too because I started thinking about my pizza companies. Like, who might deliver this pizza? Papa John? Probably not. Papa John was my favorite thing because he changed all the pizza companies. Papa John fucked up so bad, all the other pizza companies had to, Domino's, change their recipe. Now they'll pay you to go pick up pizza. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm sorry, the reason I ordered delivery Domino's is so I don't have to put clothes on and go deal with people. It's not why, like, holy shit. Pizza Hut, the guy Craig Robinson's black ass in there. Every holiday you hear now, 5 breadsticks, and then he goes through his whole little thing, you know. I just love the fact that Papa John doubled down on a conference call on the N-word. When he had a chance to redeem himself, he said, you know what? No, I said that Colonel Sanders also had niggas in his kitchen. They were like, John! This call's being recorded for quality and training purposes. And then it got out to the world and everybody got upset. Now, me personally, I was not upset that Papa John used the N-word on that conference call. I was mad that he thought his pizza was good enough to get away with using the N-word. The audacity! And then try to use Colonel Sanders as the scapegoat. I'm sorry, John, you don't have finger-licking chicken, finger-licking quick. You have pizza that comes in a box with a bell pepper in it and some garlic sauce to mask the shitty taste. Guys, I'm Darrell Johnson. Have a wonderful night. Thank you very much.